Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bitcoin Addict YouTube channel and welcome back to today's crypto analysis update video on the overall cryptocurrency market. A lot has happened in these last few days, including political events, tariffs, and much more. The stock market has crashed quite a lot. Gold has crashed more than 5% in one day, which is crazy. S&P 500 crashed like crazy. Dow Jones also crashed like crazy, except Bitcoin, which was able to maintain the $80,000 level, indicating strong bullish momentum in the Bitcoin into Bitcoin interest. There's a lot of buyers protecting the $80,000 level zone, so it's very bullish that Bitcoin is bouncing off towards the upside, unlike the other assets which are crashing towards the downside. This also indicates that Bitcoin is slowly decoupling from the US stocks, which is very good news because Bitcoin is becoming more like gold and is being seen more as a reserve and protective asset to buy in case of economic uncertainty. So this is very bullish news. Today we're gonna both analyze the technical analysis aspect of Bitcoin. We're also gonna analyze the ATF inflows and the reciprocal tariffs announced by Trump yesterday. So let's dive straight into it. So as you can see here, Bitcoin has broke down from this bear flag. We touched again this support, which now became resistance. We've perfectly rejected, and of course we perfectly touched it and perfectly rejected towards the downside. So that was quite a bit of good scenario, which in fact I entered short right here. But now let's discuss about what is happening and what might happen and what is my plan if I will enter short or long. So we're gonna first of all start, as I told you, we are currently creating some kind of symmetrical triangle, and the support zone currently is around this zone right here, which is of course, as I told you before, the $80,000 level, which Bitcoin is holding perfectly. So this is very big demand zone right here. So if Bitcoin comes back to that level, let me show you right now. If Bitcoin comes back to this level right here, the support level created from the volume profile, as you can see here, then if we also see some kind of bullish divergence, let's say the price comes down here, it creates a lower low right like this, and the RSI somehow shows a higher low, then that's going to be signal to potentially enter a long. We're also going to analyze if the money flow indicator is creating some kind of higher low while the price makes a lower low. Of course, we still need to be at this support level. If we break aggressively and we do not see a bounce from that support level, then this is of course invalidated trade setup. But if we see some kind of reaction at this level, at this low right here, if we manage to grab liquidity, I'm gonna like mark this level as liquidity right here. As you can see here, if we see some kind of, let's say, liquidity grab, wait, let me remove this so it's easier to see. If we go here down, you will see some kind of liquidity grab, creating lower low, while creating a bullish divergence on the RSI money flow indicator. It can only be RSI, but if we have both indicators showing a bullish divergence, this is going to create a further confirmation of our potential long trade. And if we see exception, do we say exception? I don't know, acceptance, sorry. If we see acceptance back towards this range, then we can successfully confirm our long position, and here we officially can enter a long position like that and target the top resistance level of the volume profile, and we're going to put a stop loss just a bit below the low if we create some kind of low like this. So it's going to be 2-to-1 reward ratio, which is very good. So continuing that, if now we're going to analyze the second scenario, which could be that Bitcoin goes first of all towards the upside like this, we continue towards higher, we continue to go higher, and we reach this resistance right here. If we also see some kind of liquidity grab here, a lower high created, uh, actually a higher high created, let's say like this. If we see something like this, like that, and the RSI is creating a lower high on the RSI and monoflow indicator, well, that's going to be a bearish divergence, potentially telling us to enter a short position right here. If we see acceptance back below the resistance zone, well, that is going to further confirm our bearish sentiment and confirming our short position. So this is my scenario on the Bitcoin price. So I'm going to tell you the take profit will be around this zone right here. Here's our entry. We're going to create somehow a bit around the high, and our take profit is going to be around here. Actually, let's do like something like that. So it's going to be almost a 2-to-1 reward ratio. Let's make it 2-to-1 reward ratio, which is also a very, very good trade. For example, if you risk $100, you potentially can make $200. So it's very, very good risk reward ratio. And that's it. Another thing that is confirming potentially our potential entries on both shorts or long positions, depending on where the Bitcoin price goes, is for our long position, we have the Fibonacci golden pocket coinciding exactly with the support level of the volume profile, which is of course indicating potentially that this level is a high demand level, and it's a very high likelihood of reversal towards the upside. And if we go with the Fibonacci for our short position, as you can see here, it's not exact dollar actually level, but almost at the exact dollar actually level. We have the 78.6 level, which is also a very, very good level, which Bitcoin usually tends to go and then reverse towards the downside. So this also is a very significant level. This resistance zone is a very significant level. So watch out for these two levels depending on where Bitcoin goes. Well, also, before entering a position, make sure to analyze the open interest and CVD indicator if there's additional CVD divergences, bullish or bearish. So be on the lookout for that. Additionally, on the Bitcoin price, we are also potentially creating a double bottom formation. As you can see here, this can be a W, which is of course a bullish pattern, which usually indicates bottoms in an overall price trend. So this might be the bottom, and we might be expecting further bullish momentum, even though I don't expect that right away because there's still a lot of bearish sentiment in the market. Let's also continue. Let's be on the lookout because everything can happen in the market. So having multiple strategies is always better than having only one, and using the use one strategy depending on what is the current market situation at. Let's now go on the Bitcoin ETF analysis. Yesterday, the Bitcoin ETF accumulated, actually no, we had an outflows of almost $65 million of Bitcoin, which of course it's normal because in fact yesterday or before, actually I don't know if it was yesterday, no, April 2nd, sorry, April 2nd, Donald Trump announced reciprocal tariffs on most of the countries around the world. As you can see here, these are the gold parts here are what is the United States charging as a tariff towards other countries. As you can see here, is usually the half of what the country charges to the US. This had a very, very negative impact on the stock market, including also the crypto market, mainly altcoins, but instead Bitcoin remained steady, and we actually had a 2.2% gain, while other assets, including the S&P 500, were dropping like crazy. So this is a very good sign for the crypto market. The tariffs are not a good sign. This is, for me, absolutely bearish. But unfortunately, this is what the president is saying and imposing towards these countries. So we might still have a bit of downside in the stock market and potentially also cryptocurrency market, because I don't think the news has been fully priced in yet. So be on the lookout for these. So don't be very bullish at the current moment in time, because there's a lot of market uncertainty, and when there's uncertainty, as you know, the market doesn't like uncertainty, so it's very, very risky to enter potential positions on the stock market and cryptocurrency market. So be very, very careful. Let's also analyze the Ethereum ETFs. Oh, yesterday we had a $2.1 million inflow for the Ethereum ETF. Compared to Bitcoin is literally nothing. So Ethereum ETF are not as successful as Bitcoin ETF, but let's be glad that at least we have Ethereum ETFs, spot ETFs. So thank you again for your attention. As always, make sure to smash up the like button here down below, turn on the notification bell, and make sure to use my link here down below by using my Bybit affiliate link to get up to $30,000 in deposit bonuses if you create enough volume. Bybit is a very, very safe exchange with a lot of liquidity, as you can see here, and they also have 24/7 support if you need any help or you have any issues on the Bybit platform. Also, make sure to use my trading view link here down below to get up to $15 in discounts. $15 as bonus, and potentially receive discounts if you use my link here down below on your Trading View Pro subscription. So thank you again for your attention. Hope to see you in the next one, and bye bye from the Bitcoin Addict.